I always got to leave my hand in front of the camera. All right, let's get started. I didn't plan this one ahead of time, so no heads up. But see if I can get this thing out to a machine shop next weekend or sometime this week. Let's get some light here. All right, let's take apart the front side. Water pump pulley enough. Actually, I should have planned this better. I need more space. Oh well, I'll figure it out as I go along. See if I can get this pulley off. Crank pulley off. Huh, that came off a lot easier than I expected. Good. All right. Actually, I should have taken that off because I need to rotate the crank. Damn it. Well, put the bolt back in. And turn it by hand. It's not gonna work. Do it the old-fashioned way. The hell? It's not a 14. What is it? 12. Must be a 13. Oh, breaker. All right. Water pump looks good. This thing is new, so I don't expect it to be bad. That wasn't as messy as I thought it'd be. Still made a bit of a mess. Oh, shit. All right. Let's get this apart. Doesn't look too bad. Although there is a lot of RTV in there still. I wonder where that, I guess it's, I maybe used a little too much. Who knows? All right. I should probably see if I can drain this. This is going to be a little messy, I think. All right, let's let that drain for a bit. Actually, I should get these studs out. What did I do with it? What did I do with that Allen key? Here we go. Come on. I don't know why these are so tight. Interesting. There's like a little hiss, like a vacuum hiss. I don't know. I've had these studs since I've had this engine. And I don't, well, listen to that. That's really interesting. I hadn't heard that hiss before. I wonder what's causing it. Just, it's like cracking the seal. one didn't. Oh, there it goes. Spoke too soon. I tried loosening these over the weekend, and they were loose. I thought I could do them by hand, but they've gotten tighter. Isn't that? So. Oh, geez. Put these down. Yeah. Which ideally, if I can get this whole bottom end disassembled by tonight, maybe I could take it to a machine shop tomorrow. Worst case, maybe by Thursday night. And drop it off Friday. Anybody got a good, there's only other people in this stream, but anybody know of a good machine shop in Houston? I heard, or last time I had something done here in Houston was, I had West Side Machine do it out in Spring Branch area. That's where I used to live, actually. Grew up. Come on. There it goes. All right. Get those cleaned up later. All right, that should be sufficiently drained to continue on the bottom. Still need to take apart the bottom of the oil pan, or the upper oil pan, I guess is what it is. And then I can take apart the front end oil pump. All right. Actually surprised that the sump is so small. The lower oil pan is so small in this car. And I guess that's why a lot of people switch over to the dirty oil pan. Unfortunately, my subframe in the 86 won't allow it. It's too shaped differently. So can't use it. Let's see here. I'm running out of space. Temporarily put this here for now. All right. Take apart this pickup. Actually, I can't take apart the pickup until I take off the other pan here. So let's do that. Let's take off this bracket too. Yeah, 1412s. Okay, oh, this goes here. Nope. shit. All right. Ah. All right, there's two little tiny nuts back here that are holding the oil pan on. Be careful not to lose these, especially little washers that are on here as well. I think I use a little bit too much RTV on this. Come on. There we go. Some washers. Pleasant. I'm going to let this nut back here. All right, now we're getting to the fun stuff. I think I overdid the RTV last time I put this together. A little bit much. All right. Actually, it doesn't look that bad in here. I thought there would be a lot more grit, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Especially now, since we're not doing anything for the next, month. Might as well get this done. All right. That off. This is where you gotta be careful not to drop any nuts or bolts into the cylinders. my baggies. Should pick up another one of those little storage cases, but I didn't expect to be needing this many little compartments. All right, so that's, oh shit. These go to the head. Yeah, okay, so I better stop and start labeling some of these because otherwise I'm gonna forget them. Well, these obviously, the head studs, I'm not gonna forget. Oil pan. I'll probably put these together. That. All right, this one's tricky because it's like right underneath the oil pickup. Be careful not to drop this one. I'll put these together with a shield. That's pretty obvious. All right. Let's get this girdle taken off. What is this, 19? 17. I'm gonna have to set up another table over here to dump parts. I go on the ground. All right. Now we have access to the crank and everything. Or the, let's see here, main girdle off. Gonna zip all the caps off. This is gonna be fun. All right, well, actually, now that that's off, let's take off the front end of the engine. Can't forget about the back, too. Good enough. Those are all 10s. is this coming off? Oh. All right. These gotta come off. Interesting. That. Oh. I think I just broke. No, I didn't. Thought I broke my ratchet. Get it there. Well, shoot. This thing is not coming off. Work on the pistons now, I guess. Actually, this caps has got to come off too. Oh, let's label them. What, 12s? 11s? That's weird. These are 11s. Interesting. Never paid attention to this before. I should probably label these caps as well. Well, I guess if I take out the piston, they'll be labeled. Damn it. All right, so here is bearing 1. Looks a little bit scratched up. I might have to have the crank checked out, maybe repolished. Yeah. Oh, crap. That was great. What's that? There we go. Number 1 is out. Try to keep these oil control rings and the compression rings in the same position roughly. Opposite of each other. You can see the gap right there and the gap right there. I'll go where to the skirts here. I don't know. With glare, you can't really see that very well. I should mark the direction too. All right, where is my marker? Careful not to touch the sides. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Crap, what did I do with my 11 millimeter? Set it aside over here, I think. Nope. There it is. All right, let's see how cylinders 2 and 3 are looking. Oh, shit. That was almost a disaster. So I learned something new about how they make these rods. So they machine them in one piece, and they're precision broken. That's how they get such a perfect match. So they machine them and then break them perfectly clean. That's how they get them perfect. So I didn't know that. I thought they were machined smooth, but nope. That's pretty cool. All right, number 2 is out. And number 3. All right. Now, where am I going to put this crank? All right. That was really good. Perfect. Oh, shit. I got to get this back section off too, still. Hey, what's up, Justin? I'm assuming you're watching. I don't know why I don't just chat in the YouTube chat. Although that does get my attention easier. All right. So if you just tuned in, Justin, I've got the I just got the pistons out. I'm taking off the caps to get the crank out, and then I'll take off all the extra mounts and stuff, and it'll be ready to go to the machine shop. Yeah. What a pain in the butt. This is like, I mean, I can understand why machine shops charge so much. It's just time consuming. I mean, especially when you're dealing with like precision parts like this. All right, you're watching, Justin. What's the best way to get these other caps off? Number one, I had enough room to wiggle them off. But two to three are kind of trapped between the counterweights of the crank. So I don't have a lot of wiggle room, literally. Obviously, you don't want to get a pry in there or anything, but never mind. So how's that look? You good? Oh, I see. This is threaded. I see. You can use that as a little pry. I got it. Well, let's see. I don't know what size bolt that is. This might be a little small, a little short at least, but it does fit. It's a 12. Actually, yeah, I need something longer. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. What can I use? Actually, I've got oil pan. Oh no, this might be better. Oh, too big. There we go. That works pretty good. Thanks. Actually, I'm not. Is that what these are from? No, these are from. Yeah, they are from the oil pan. The long ones. That works really good. Gives you enough leverage to wiggle them and rock them out. I really appreciate you kind of looking over my shoulder on this. So this last one is going to be, I got to get this rear main seal off first. All right. That is a home stretch, actually. So let's see if I can just tap this off, right? Let's see where it breaks. Ooh. Actually cut the cap. This isn't coming off easily. I don't have all the bolts off. Yep. Well, I guess that can come off later after I get the crank out. Actually, here, Justin, if you're still looking, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. This is cylinder one, the one that spun early, like the last time this is a fresh bearing that I put in. It is getting a little bit marred up pretty good. What do you think? Yeah, focus on that. And the other side of the bearing looks about the same. Yeah, so the other cylinders look okay. Here, I'll show you those. The ones I didn't replace. I don't want to have to take it apart, but this is 2, and there you go. So I cleaned off the journal of the crank. This is where it came off of. Cleaned off the journal of the crank, and actually, compared to the others, it does look a bit marred. I probably need to get that polished and use an oversized bearing. I can't feel anything with my fingernail. Here, let me get you a closer look. So that cylinder one, you can see it's got some streaking and stuff like that. But when I run my fingernail against it, it still feels pretty smooth. I'm hoping maybe I can just polish it out. I mean, because 2, 3, and 4, yeah, damn it. There's 2. 2 looks good. 3 looks good. And this cable's too short. Oh, 4 looks good. So, I don't know. I'll have the machine shop take a look at the crank as well. All right, well, this is the last cap. There we go. I need a place to put this thing. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened. It probably wasn't clean. It wasn't cleaned very well, so that's why I'm having to do this again. So I'll do it properly this time. Have a machine shop clean it up, or a hot tank it, and then I'll be good. Hopefully, do that in the head. Put a new oil pump on it, and hopefully that'll be enough to keep all the gunk out of it. Honestly, that's about it. I'm only an hour 20 into it, but I should probably just leave this until I'm ready to take it out. In fact, I probably should have just left it. Now that I think about it, had the machine shop to take it out, since they need to mess with it anyway. It's not like I need it back in a hurry, so that feels pretty good. All right. Let's see, can I get this out? Jesus. All right, this is gonna be tricky. Oh, is there a shim on the old oil pump? You mean in here, right? I'm assuming. I didn't know there was a shim in there. All right, so I'll take that out and put it in the new pan. So that's. Oh, you know, speaking of which, I still have your drain, your turbo drain little fitting. I don't know if I'll see you next time I see you, but I've got it in my trailer. So next Club Loose event, or if you come down for whenever we do an event, remind me. I mean, I keep on trying to remember, but things go, so much stuff goes on, and I forget. I really should take this out. I got a place for it. Oh, forgot about the thrust bearing with thrust washers. All right. I forgot to. I got to order a new seals here. Huh. Oops. All right, just gotta take these off, and then let's guide, and I'll be ready to go. Yeah, hopefully that won't be. That'll be pretty soon here. I mean, even Formula D are hoping to get the season going by July, which seems kind of late. I'm sure you saw the new posts that are going on, but we'll see. I mean, it's definitely not until May, before anything is going on. G20, huh? A P94. That's a P10. I had two of those as daily drivers. One was an automatic, and one was a manual. Fun little cars. Yep. I mean, it'd still be kind of fun to get one as a daily. Actually, a P11 I always look better, especially the ones that that were from that had the Euro look from the BTCCs back in those days. All right, well, that's it. Hour and a half. Had the bottom end disassembled. A couple of ancillaries to take off, but that's boring. So All right. Well, thanks for coming in and hang out with me during my social distancembly trademark. Actually, let's check out the cylinders. That's good. Actually, I did want to ask you something, Justin. What do you think? Should I re-ring it since I'm in here, or just stick it back in? Because if I re-ring it, I have to get it rehoned and everything. Here, actually, here. I'll show you the cylinder walls. I had done a compression test. I think I mentioned it. I'd done a compression test like a month before. There's cylinder one. Actually, probably should clean off the oil before. You can probably see this across the hatching though. There's two. Focus. Three. So actually, the three has those little vertical lines. I'm not sure if that's something to be concerned about. And then four. Yeah, this cable's too short. So they look pretty good, at least to my eye. I'm not a professional mechanic. I don't know what I'm looking at. But they don't have any gouges in them. They feel pretty good. So yeah, here I'll show you. Pistons are really clean. This is number 4, but clean this one off pretty good. Although, see this edge right here? Actually, that doesn't seem like it's normal. Ooh, that looks bad on camera, doesn't it? See a bit of warping there, melting. I might need a new piston there. Let me look at these other ones. Really? This one looks better. Still looks a little like it's got a little heat on this edge right here. I don't know. What do you think about this one? It's not warped, but you can see that it deformed a little bit right on this lip right here. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. Oh, I'm saying that's a normal thing. All right, so actually here, this is the one cylinder one that got hot. And you see the rod, or that spun. You see the heat mark on the rod there on the inside. was discolored pretty good. But the actual cylinder looks okay. I don't know. Well, actually, I'll have the machine shop check the roundness, make sure that they're still in spec. Might as well take them over there and have them check it. I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and have them assemble the bottom end for me, just so I can slap it in. I think it's going to depend on their timing and see when they can do it. But we'll see. I'll finish this up probably tomorrow. I'm kind of tired tonight, and I'll probably let's see if I can drop it off at the machine shop on Friday. All right. Well, again, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I mean, you say it's fun, but even just doing that one bearing, I don't know. I found it tedious. You say fun, I say tedious, because you put it in the plastic gauge, torque it down, take it off, measure it, do it a couple of times just to make sure in different places, and I don't know. It's not for me. I only work on cars because I have to, just so I can drive. It's I think I said it last time. It was a means to an end. Well, I don't know why I'm bothering cleaning it. The machine shop will do it. So, all right, man. Again, thanks for hanging out with me and giving me a couple of tips. That bolt trick is definitely handy. So, all right, cool. Take it easy.